Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mr. Giomini. I really appreciate the effort that many of you have put in to working on the Khan Academy website. And from some emails that you guys have been sharing with me, and I really appreciate the feedback you give me, I hear a common theme of we're struggling with simplifying, or we also call it reducing fractions to simplest terms. So, made a quick little flip chart to hopefully help you understand a little bit better. First thing we need to learn is our divisibility rules. Now, I know from teaching 5th grade last year, and I know from talking with Mrs. Plow and Mr. Citro and Mrs. Kearns and Mrs. Hannah that these were all emphasized last year in 5th grade. So I have this chart here, and the first thing I'll start with is the divisible rule for 2. Now, if the digit is even, that means it ends in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. It is divisible by 2. So I look here, it ends in an 8. The last digit is an 8. That is an even number, so that number, 3,978, is divisible by 2. I look at the next number, 4,975. It ends in a 5, not divisible by 2 because 5 is not even. This one here probably causes the most problems, both the rule for 3 and 9, and they're very similar rules. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, keyword here, sum of the digits divisible by 3. So if I take a look here, I have to look at 315. Now, the sum of the digits, that must mean I add them because sum is an addition word. So I say 315, I say 3 plus 1 plus 5. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 5 is 9. Is 9 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. So that means 315 is divisible by 3. If I look at here, I have 139. 1 plus 3 plus 9. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 9 equals 13. 13 is not a multiple of 3, or 3 is not a factor of 13, so it is not divisible by 3. The rule for 4, a little trickier. We're not too familiar with this, I'm going to guess. If the last two digits form a number divisible by 4. So now I'm looking at the last two digits, which in our case sometimes we only have a 2-digit number, so it's important that you know your multiples of 4. So I take a look. 12. Is 12 a multiple of 4? Yes. Is 4 a factor of 12? Yes. So that means 8,512 is divisible by 4. I look at 7,518. I look at the last two digits. 18. Is 18 a multiple of 4? No, it isn't. Is 4 a factor of 18? No, it isn't. So that means it's not divisible. Okay, the next one. I take a look at 5. Oops, apologize for that. Take a look at 5. The last digit is a 0 or 5. This one you've probably been working on since 3rd grade, maybe even 2nd. 1,400 or 14,975. I look at the last digit is a 5. That ends in a 0 or 5. It's divisible by 5. I look at the 8. 10,978. I ignore everything else except that last digit, which is the 8. It's not a 0 or 5. It's not divisible by 5. Next one, 6. The rule for 6. If the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then it works for 6. So I have to go back and see, is the number end in an even number? Check. When I add its digits, is its sum of its digits divisible by 3? Let's see, 4 plus 8 gives me 12. That works. So it works for both 2 and 3, so it works for 6. I look at this one, 20. Oh, wait a minute here. It ends in 0, which is even. Okay, that works for that part. 2 plus 0 equals 2. That 2 is not a multiple of 3, or 3 is not a factor of 2, so it does not work for 20. Remember, it must work for both 2 and 3, not just one or the other. The rule for 9 is very similar to the rule for 3. The sum of its digits are divisible, or is divisible by 9. So same thing you do for 3. Add the digits. 7 plus 1 plus 1 equals 9. 9 is a multiple of 9. 9 is a factor of 9. So that means 711 is divisible by 9. I know it doesn't seem like it, but once you do the division, it works. I look at 93. I add the digits. 9 plus 3 equals 12. 12 is not a multiple of 9. 9 is not a factor of 12. It will not work for 12. However, because it does equal 12, what number is it divisible by? Let's look at the rule back up here. So digits divided for 3. Ah, yeah, that would work for, but we're not asking for 3, we're working for 9. And then the last one, which I love because it's probably one of my favorite ones, the last digit is a 0. That means it's divisible by 10. I don't have to worry about all these other digits. I just look at that one in the ones place. That's a 0, so it's divisible by 10. I don't have to worry about all these numbers. I just look at that last digit. It's a 6. It's not divisible by 10. Okay, let's go through some examples here. Okay, now, key thing here is we are struggling with the difference between factors and multiples. Now, factors are these two numbers. They're what we are multiplying together to get a product. Okay, 2 times 3 equals 6. That means 2 and 3 are factors of 6. Okay, now, multiples, that's when I'm counting by a number. So here I'm counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now, I see 6 again. This does not mean that 6 is a factor of 2. It is a multiple of 2. So again, factors when I take two numbers together. So for instance, 3 times 4, and I get 12. What two numbers are factors of 12? 3 and 4. 12 now is a multiple of both 4 and 3, because if I count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, hey, I get 12. If I count by 4s, 4, 8, 12, hey. So 12 is a multiple of 4 and 3. 3 and 4 are factors of 12. So getting down here, and I'll just let you do this on your own, list the factors of 12. So in your head you're thinking, what times what will give me an answer of 12? And then we name a multiple of 12. So obviously the first one would be, let's think about this. First one's always going to be 12. And now I'm just counting by 12s. The next one would be 24. The next one is 36. The next one is 48. The next one is 60. None of these are factors of 12. They are only multiples of 12. I cannot multiply 36 times anything and get 12. So that's why it's not a factor. I know I haven't done this. I want you to think about listing the factors of 12. If I take a look, I want to reduce some of these. Okay, let's start with here, 25 30ths. First thing I notice, ends in a 5, ends in a 0. That's the divisible rule for 5, so I could divide both of these by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. That is simplest terms. So that means 25 30ths is equivalent to 5 6. I've just reduced it. I look at the next one, 18 and 36. I'm just going to go down here and list the factors of 18. The factors now. 1, 18, 2, and 9, 3, and 6. Well, 1's a factor. I think I'll eliminate that. Anything times 18 give me 36? Why, 18 doubled gives me 36. I'll be darned. And well, since 18 is the largest one here, that's my greatest common factor. So I'm going to divide both by 18. 18 divided by 18 is 1. 36 divided by 18 is 2. Look at that. 1836 is equivalent to 1/2. I get to 14 21sts. What can I divide both by? Well, you know, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to list my factors of 21. Factors of 21 are 1, 21, 3, and 7. I like that because it's nice and quick. Now, 1 I'll eliminate because 1's a factor of everything. Anything times 21 give you 14? Absolutely not. Anything times 3 going to give you 14? No. Anything times 7 give you 14? Yeah, 7 times 2. So there is my greatest common factor, my GCF. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 21 by 7 is 3. Okay, I am done. Okay, 39 70 Oh, that is a big number. You know what? Well, here's the thing. This is odd, this is even, so 2's not going to work. I know 5's not going to work. I know 10's not going to work. 6 won't work because this is not even. So the only one I have to try is 3 and 9. So let's try 3. The rule for 3 is to add the digits together. So I'm going to take 3 plus 9 for 39 and get 12. Well, 12 is divisible by 3. Okay, good. So that will work for 39. How about 72? 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. Hey, 9 divides 3. That'll work for 3. Okay, so I'm going to divide both by 3 to begin with. I might have to go further, but this is a good starting point. Okay, 39 divided by 3. If I don't know it, I could just go over here. 39 divided by 3. 3 goes into 3 one time. I subtract. That's a 0. I bring down the 9. 3 goes into 9 3 times. Hey, that's 13. Love it. That's good. Okay, 72. I can't figure that out off the top of my head, but you know what? I have paper here. I can work 72 divided by 3. My 3 times what gives me 72? 3 times what gives me 7? I'm sorry. 3 times 2. That is 6. I subtract. That's 1. I bring down a 2. 3 times 4 gives me 12. Hey, that's 24. Now, my factors of 13 are 1 and 13. Neither of those are factors of 24. So that is simplest terms. So I am done. Hope this helps. We'll go over it some more today in class. Take care and bye.